Right, next one kita tengok 1B. So we have a real image. Okay, dimension sini dia real image. The real image, a real image half the height of the object. So dimension sini, height of the image is half the height of the object. So if we were to write that mathematically, it is gonna be height of the image to be half of the height of the object. Macam ni. Okay. Lepas tu dia bagi tahu it is from 10 cm from a spherical concave mirror. Okay. So make sure kamu tengok betul-betul this question is on mirror. Okay. So if it's on mirror, you have to memorize characteristics untuk mirror lah. Okay. Kalau sini saya sudah buat this is the table on spherical mirror equation lah. So ini summarization dia. Okay. So sekarang ni they mention it is a real image. Real image yang form 10 cm from the spherical concave mirror. So sekarang ni concave mirror tu macam mana? Concave mirror tu macam ni. Oh, why am I using red? Let me just convert that to black first. Okay, so sekarang ni kita tahu concave mirror macam ni kan. Okay, lepas tu dia bagi tahu image tu adalah real. So what does a real image means? Okay, V dia tu positif kah negatif? Kita kena make sure kita tahu positif atau negatif. So sekarang ni dia bagi tahu image tu adalah real. So sepatutnya kamu tulis dia mesti positif 10. So kamu tulis sini, kita tahu image real, so it's gonna be positive 10 cm. Bila dia jadi negatif, dia akan jadi negatif bila image tu virtual. Alright? So sekarang ni image ni sekarang at the front side of the mirror. So it's gonna be from somewhere here, which is basically the front side of the mirror with a distance of 10 cm. Okay, ini yang dimension sekarang lah. The situation is this. So sekarang ni, the question asks us to determine the object's distance. Okay, so macam ni kita mau cari distance object ni kalau kita cuma ada V dengan height. Okay, ada satu equation yang relate both of them, which is the magnification. Okay, so sekarang ni untuk magnification, we are gonna use the formula M equal to HI over HO equal to negative V over U. Okay, so di sini dia ada satu trick lah. Kiranya dia macam susah sikit. Kenapa? Because you have to know height of the image ni dia sepatutnya negatif atau positif. So you have to know this. So macam mana kita mau tahu dia positif atau negatif? Kenapa? Sebab sekarang ni height of image also determine dia upright kah inverted. Okay, so kiranya sekarang ni masalah sikit sebab kamu kena hafal characteristic of a concave mirror, image that is formed by a concave mirror. Okay, tapi yang itu masalah dia saya tidak letak dalam this formula sheet. But you have to know if we have a real image. Okay, so the characteristics is a real image. Okay, so it is a real image. Lepas tu dia bagi tahu height of the image is half the height of the object. Meaning, this is diminish. Diminish. Okay, so kita ada satu karakteristik yang kita kena tahu. Is it gonna be inverted or will it be upright? Okay, so usually I'm just gonna hafal there as RID, VUM, RIS, something like that lah. But based on this, if you refer to your notes, it should be an inverted image. Okay, so kalau image to form as real and diminish, the third characteristic should be an inverted image. Okay, meaning to say our arrow ni sepatutnya bukan pointing up lah. It's supposed to be pointing down. If this is the image lah. Okay, so since kita tahu, maksudnya image ni inverted. So what is the relationship between HI dengan inverted ni? Kalau kita refer table dia sekarang, height of the image, if the image is inverted, we have to put it as negative. Okay, so sekarang ni kita perlu tahu sepatutnya HI ni sepatutnya negative height of the object divide by 2. So di sini penting negatif ni sebab kita tahu kiranya examiner tahu kamu tahu image tu mesti inverted. Okay, so this is the trick with optics punya questions, you have to basically memorize all the characteristics of the image formed by this mirror lah. Okay, saya rasa itu yang buat student rasa susah sikit lah untuk chapter ni. Okay, tapi tidak apa, kamu just hafal based on acronym RID, VUM, RIS, something like that tu lah. Okay, so sekarang ni we double check, do we have everything? We have V, which is this one here. We have height of the image. So now the main thing that we want to find is the height of the object. So sekarang ni kita just substitute lah. Kita remove M from the equation. So we're not going to use this part of the equation. We're just going to use this part of the equation. Meaning if we substitute that, we are going to write it as height of the object divide by 2 divide by height of the object equal to negative positive 10 divide by U. U is the one that we are looking for lah. Okay, so dari sini kamu boleh cancel height of the object semua ni. And then if you substitute this into your calculator and solve it, you will get positive 20 cm. Okay, kenapa pentingnya bahagian negatif ni? Sebab sekarang ni kalau contohlah kamu tidak tahu kan dia inverted, you just put it as positive, your answer here will be negative. Okay, kalau kamu ingat untuk mirror, the object should always be real object. Okay, untuk lenses, when combination in lenses barulah ada possibility untuk object tu negative. Okay, tapi sekarang ni we are talking about mirror. So untuk mirror, you have to specifically remember the object distance should be positive. Okay, so kalau kamu dapat negatif, maksudnya kamu tertinggal negatif di dalam substitution ni. Alright, so markah yang di sini kena bagi cuma 1 mark. So if you have the right substitution, contohnya kamu tidak tersalah substitute, kiranya macam kamu tak negatif 10 kah, tapi jawapan kamu betul, dia tidak dapat bagi ya, sebab markah ni you have to have the correct substitution with the correct answer and unit baru dapat 1 mark. So di sini barulah kamu dapat 1 markah. Alright, so that's all for question B. Oh, sorry. No, this is actually quite a long question. Okay, so that is the object's distance. And then let's look at the focal length of the concave mirror. So macam mana kita mau cari focal length? Again, if I were to refer to my formula, I know that this equation ni untuk mirror and thin lenses lah. Okay, so yang ini kita akan apply to find the focal length. So sekarang ni, kita just directly apply 1 over F, 1 over U plus 1 over V. So we are looking for F. So kamu just substitute lah. Yang ini 1/20 tambah 1/10. So you will get the focal length to be equal to 6.67 cm. Okay, contoh lah. Kamu dapat jawapan di sini salah. Okay, kamu dapat negatif 20 lah kononnya. Dan kamu substitute sini pun negatif 20. Okay, so yang ini, kalau dalam PSPM tu ada error carry forward, barulah jawapan di sini kamu boleh betul. Okay, kalau tiada maksudnya hilanglah markah. Okay, tapi basically what I'm trying to say is, there's usually gonna be error carry forward. So even if you are confident kan di sini, oh salah ni di atas ni, kamu rasa macam tu kan, continue je jawab soalan yang seterusnya. Sebab selalunya dia memang bagi error carry forward. So even though kamu dapat salah sini, tapi you use the correct formula and the correct substitution, then you correct it, you calculate it correctly, kamu dapat jawapan tu, kamu masih boleh dapat markah. So in short, just don't leave it blank. Okay, try to solve it lah. Okay, so yang ini kamu akan dapat markah substitution 1 and then your jawapan with the correct unit 1 mark lah. Okay, sorry, this one is gonna be quite a long video. And last one, we have to draw the ray diagram lah. Okay, so sekarang ni kita tahu the mirror should be this one. I think this should be just a sketch lah. Tidak payahlah terlampau macam mana, accurate lah. Because this one macam kamu perlu agak-agak je lah. Okay, so let's assume, since we know the distance of the object should be 20 cm. So kita buat, this one kita buat kita punya object lah. Okay, so ini object kita. Okay, so what we know is this should be 20 cm. So if we do this correctly, our image will be inverted and then about halfway from this concave mirror lah. Okay, so sekarang ni, what do you remember untuk drawing. Okay, I've summarized it here as well. So what you first, you only have to draw 2 rays lah. Okay, so sekarang ni kita always start, okay, depends lah, okay, but for me, I will do from the object parallel to the principal axis. This is what we call as principal axis, and then it will be reflected through the focal point. Okay, so sekarang ni, alah, susah pula. Kiranya kamu kena lukis lah. So I'm just gonna draw F here. Okay, so assuming that's your F lah, it's gonna be 6.67. It's not gonna be that accurate lah. Kamu just perlu agak-agak je. And then if this is your circle, most likely your center of curvature should be somewhere here. Kan? Yeah. Kiranya kamu kena yeah, gitulah. Agak-agak je lah kamu lukis tu, okay? So sekarang ni the first ray is gonna be from the principal axis reflected through the focal point, okay? So I'm gonna draw that like this. Let me just use a different color. So macam ni. Lama. I have to make tiba lah. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. Something like that lah. Okay, so you reflect macam tu. The second ray that you can do is, it is going through the focal point. Okay, so dari object, limpas focal point, and then reflect balik parallel to the principal axis. So that's gonna be looking like this. Sorry, let me just use a different color. Gitu. Okay, there's something like that lah. So agak-agak begitulah. Lepas tu dia akan reflect parallel to the principal axis. So it's gonna be looking like this lah. Okay, so how do I know it's gonna be an inverted image? Arrow ni penting ha. Arrow ni. So how do I know it's gonna be an inverted image? So if the point of intersection for your ray diagram ni kan, ray lines ni, your lines ni is at the lower, how do I say this? If it's at the bottom, okay, bottom of your principal axis, it's going to be an inverted image. Kalau the point of intersection is above your principal axis, it's going to be an upright image. Okay, so the trick here is look at the point of intersection. Is it going to be below the principal axis ataupun above? So basically this one is now below the principal axis, so it should be forming an inverted image. So it's going to be somewhere here. Obviously, it's not going to be that accurate lah, okay? Sebab kita sketch kan. Tapi this is how you draw your ray diagram. Make sure to label lah. Okay, so ini kita punya object. So just right there, write your image. And then that's basically it, I think. Okay, so this is your ray diagram. So this will give you 2 marks. If you have the ray parallel, the lines drawn correctly, 1 markah rasanya, and then image tu kamu draw betul, so kamu akan dapat 1 markah jugalah. Again, this is just a sketch. You don't have to use your ruler untuk ukur exactly mana point dia macam tu lah. Okay, so that is on question 1B.